Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being here once more. This is the second last match of the day here on Centre Court. We've tracked down our teams, ready to rock. We got a couple of South Australians, the combination of Esteban, Toby, Willis in the blue on the north end of Centre Court, furthest away from your screen. Taking on the Queensland combination, Ben Hood at the net. You can see the wingspan on that man as he does his final preparations. And his partner, Toby Bergh, at the baseline, who will come into the shot very, very shortly. First serve underway. They go on the big Toby Willis first. And first points on the board to the South Australian combination. My name is Ben Abbott. Thank you for being here once more. I'm your commentator, host, MC for the next couple of days and competitions. Round 3 here of the Australian Junior Beach Volleyball Tour. As that ball gets jousted and sent wide there, point on the board to the Queenslanders in the green. We flow on from this round here, number 3. Wrapping up on Thursday, finals and medal matches on Thursday afternoon, into the Australian Championships for 2022 here on Manly Beach, where we see multiple-time Australian champion Chris McHugh, the big man himself from Glenelg in South Australia, chasing his 8th Australian title. Looking forward to a massive weekend here to conclude VolleyFest for 2022. 2 points all here to kickstart this match here for the under-19 boys competition. These two teams here have matched up before multiple times in the first 2 rounds of the Australian Junior Beach Volleyball Tour. The South Australian pair of Esteban, and Toby Willis. Esteban, an absolute hustler in defense. He's absolutely everywhere, and he's big man at the net. Toby Willis, we'll see him get a couple of block points potentially in this match. Taking on the Queensland duo as they battle these conditions. Bit of a miscue of the swing there. These boys here in the green, talked about for their athleticism, their leaps, their hops out of the sand. On to the big man, Toby Willis. Well-constructed point there for the South Australian duo as they go around in the lead, 5 serving 2 in this first set. As that ball goes long there, maybe the conditions taking a hold of that ball, sending it over the baseline. As we'll just check the balls out here on Centre Court. Maybe that one not to Ben Hood's liking. As he goes back to the baseline now. Float serve to come. Bit of topspin this time on the ball. Down the line at Toby Willis. Easily picked up there by Toby Bergh. Sent wide. Cuts it fine. Too fine. And into the net, point on the board. Willis and Cure. Toby Willis continuing. Doing the work at the net. Serves, follows through. Toby v. Toby on the net. And somehow kept alive there. Hustle from Esteban in the defense. Willis somehow kept that ball alive as it snuck down the front of his block. And then an execution on skill there by Toby Bergh to lose that point. There's a block there from the big man. Out jumped and reached by Toby Bergh. And the battle continues high above this 2 meters, 43 centimeter net. 8 by 8 meters on each side of the court. As they use every grain of sand to find a point on the Centre Court. 8 points serving 4. Comfortable 4-point buffer, early days in the first set. Still plenty of volleyball to be played in this match. The rain has stopped here on Manly Beach. The Breeze still playing havoc. Fantastic set there. Ben Hood, not sure if he intentionally went for that jump set. Maybe looking for the play on 2, but handled it really, really well. And he gets a touch save serve there as well as they come back to within 2. And they go around the end switch, 6-8. Ben Hood did all the work in defense, read every single play there, and his eyes lit up and frustrations boiled over as he snaps it into the net. Could have brought it back to within 1 point, but now it's back to out 3 as Willis serves on Bergh. High snap, deep in the corner, sends it long. And double figures for the South Australian combination. Esteban, Toby, Willis. Athletes from all over the country here, South Australia, Queensland, right here in New South Wales as well. And of course, the Australian Volleyball Academy, athletes based in the ACT. Our capital, Canberra. Toby Willis throws it back, covers his own ball. And Ben Hood couldn't control the second reach ball. So unfortunately, the combination from Queensland in the green didn't get the warm-up that they desired. There was a bit of confusion around their start time and when they're on court. So they're out here currently warming up at the moment. But they're young, they're limber. It won't take them long at all to get into the groove and find their rhythm here. 6-8. Toby Bergh with the serve. Down the middle of the court there, tickles the tape. You just tell these boys in the green a little bit mentally disengaged. A rough start, rough call-up for this match here on centre court. Keep mentioning, a long way to go still in this match. It's a 12.77, 5-point ball game. Close to the biggest buffer in this match. Esteban to serve. Jump serve, snaps it short on Ben Hood. Bergh on 2, through the uprights. And 8 points on the board. Manly Beach battling the conditions, high tides, gusty conditions, raining like crazy down here on all 14 courts that we have set up. We'll go into 16 courts leading into the Australian Championships. We go to technical timeout here on centre court. We've got a 5-point ball game at 13-8. When we return, thanks for being here with us on the AusVolley YouTube channel. Harbour Hotel, the location for the Players' Party this Saturday at the Australian Championships. Supporting the tour, supporting the New South Wales tour, and now jumping on the back of the Australian summer here in Manly Beach. Players' Party there on Saturday night. Be there or be square. As we continue on here, centre court, first ball into the net, so point on the board to the combination of Bergh and Hood. A couple of service errors. So we go to 14-8. 14-9, sorry, scoreboard on centre court. Esteban to the serve, looking to get a serve over the net. High on Toby Bergh, handled well there. Ben Hood with a high bump set. Easily picked up there by Esteban, but he doesn't quite control it. Causes a bit of drama for his partner, and they couldn't quite convert. Still with a healthy lead, but both teams now are double figures at 10, serving 14. And that won't help. Another serve into the net. Unfortunately, you miss a serve, and it doesn't give you many opportunities. to stay or to win a rally if you can't even get a serve over the net. So those boys will have to work hard on each and every play after that. Hood on 2, drops it really fine there inside the block and the defensive player. Toby Bergh back to the serve. Needing a couple of points here. They trail by 4. And they send it long. It's over the net this time, but just evading the baseline. So it is side-out beach volleyball, and that's the mentality that you're going to see Toby Willis and Esteban in, as they just need to side out on each and every play, on each and every point. They'll just look to gradually just chip away. Don't need to do anything fancy. They'll cause confusion in the defense as they do so here, but the hustle of the Queenslanders. Bergh drops it short. Cura on 1. Deep play there from Esteban as he finds an outstretched Ben Hood. Couldn't control it. End switch at 17-11. 4 points away for the combination of Cura and Willis. The business end is first set. And that ball just getting away from him as the breeze picks up. A little bit of blue sky peeking through, which is lovely to see. Fingers crossed that it continues down that path. I'm optimistic. I'm a positive person. A lot of the people you talk to will agree. I'm positive. I'm optimistic. But unfortunately, sometimes I'm a realist. And look, the radar's not looking too crash off for the next couple of days. But we're staying positive. It's all good. 13 serving 17. Back to within 4. Ben Hood continues in the middle. High on Willis. And Willis snaps across his body deep in the corner. A lovely swing. Being aggressive deep in the conditions. Really nice play there. So 18-13. 5-point buffer. And a net touch called on Ben Hood as he sends it wide as well. Timeout by the Queensland pair. Trailing by 6 in this first set, 19-13. We'll be back very shortly. Gold Coast Volley Slam. It has become a crucial event on our calendar. We see the young Mark Nicolaides there about to do a handstand. We're up at the Coolangatta Beach in Queensland. We have back-to-back-to-back events up there. Exciting times, kicking things off with the Australian Beach Volleyball Tour finals from the 25th to the 27th. And then our future stars, an extension of this tournament here, the Australian Youth Beach Volleyball Championships from the 28th to the 31st. Concluding with the Australian Beach Volleyball Schools Cup from the 2nd to the 4th of April. Stay tuned. We've got information to come as we bring a World Tour event to the Gold Coast there. In and amongst those dates, stay tuned. So much more information to come. We bring out some of the best from around the world and the country to represent Australia and taking on the future generation of the World Tour, the newly branded Beach Volleyball World Tour. So much exciting times happening within that month of March and the start of April. Back to it here. We've got a net touch called by the Queenslanders once more. So we have our first set point here on centre court. Toby Willis, Esteban Cure to serve for the advantage. And that'll get it done, the South Australian pair. Esteban Cure, Toby Willis taking that one 21-13 in a hard-fought first set. The advantage in this match. Stay tuned, stick around. Second set action coming your way. An extended Harvard Hotel promo there on our Oz Volley YouTube channel. Back to it here, second set action. Queenslanders in a must-win set to keep this match alive. As that ball goes high into the corner. But a skill execution error on the set, the handling deemed by our first referee. So first points on the board to the combination of Toby Bergh and Ben Hood. 2-0 scoreboard. The Queenslanders must win set. Toby Bergh continuing from the south end baseline. He goes down on Toby Willis. Toby v Toby once more. No block. In through the middle. Uncontrolled. And first points for the South Australian pair. Back to it. You see a nice play on two there from Toby Willis. So Ben Hood and Toby Bergh starting this second set really, really strongly. 6-2 advantage. 6-3 advantage. Esteban down the line. Good skills. Toby Willis with the throw down. Loves the hang and bang. We've got 4 serving 6 now. Pokes over the top. Willis must have got a touch on the block, so he sends it over on the third contact. Bergh sends it wide. And again, back to within 1. 5 serving 6 now. Cuts it and cuts it too fine. Back into his partner. So 4 contacts is the call. And back level now at 6 points apiece. Now the advantage to Esteban Cua and Toby Bergh. And an end switch out here on center court. We got a 7 points all scoreboard. Must win set 4, Toby Bergh and Ben Hood. The boys in green closest to your screen. Ben Hood back to the serve. Bergh at the net. They've been serving Willis down the line. And they go there once more. Short on the big man. Esteban out of the net. Willis cross on Toby Bergh. Back up. Drops inside. And Toby Willis throws it down. South Australian pair on fire here, adjusting to their conditions. From memory, South Australia has always been a very windy and breezy beach to play on, and that might be where the advantage is coming from here. Outside of the slow warm-up or lead-up from Toby Bergh and Ben Hood. But you see them hustling and working hard for each point. So it's side-out beach volleyball, 8 points all. Bergh out of the net. Brain fade on Ben Hood. Sinks his head into his hands. And these boys keep chipping away. But Cure and Willis with the lead at 9-8. Jump serve hard on Bergh down the line. Good bump. And a great swing there. That's more like what we see, or what we have seen, sorry, from Toby Bergh and Ben Hood. That's what they're known for. They are known for their aggression. Ball control starting to come into play a little bit more as they chip away. So maintaining side-out volleyball here at 9 points all. Again, down the line on Willis, and he sends it long. Advantage. Bergh and Hood. Double figures at 10-9 now. So we go to a technical timeout with a scoreboard of 10 points, 11, 1-point ball game midway through this second set. Thanks for sticking with us halfway through this second set and second last match of the day here on Centre Court. So out of the technical timeout, it was within what we thought was 1 point, but it is a 4-point ball game now in favour of the Queensland pair. Leading 13-9, drops it really short there, Toby Bergh. So a little bit of luck favouring the brave combination of Toby Bergh and Ben Hood. 14-9 scoreboard. So back to within 3 points. Esteban Cure doing some good serving from the baseline. They go down the line on Toby Bergh. The hustle from the Queenslanders is keeping each and every player alive. As Toby Willis indicates to the referee that that ball just tags the sideline on the way through. So 15-11. Queenslanders in a must-win set with a 4-point advantage. First set going the way of the South Australian duo in the blue, 21-13. Convincing first set win. We always knew the Queenslanders weren't going to go away. They hustled back and they're in the lead by 4. Down middle of court, Bergh with the ball. Hood on 2. And it's a super smart play there to keep their momentum going in this second set for 16-11. So the fadeaway snap just sent long there by Esteban Cure. We got an end switch out here. The scoreboard at 17-11 in favour of the Queensland duo, Toby Bergh and Ben Hood. Bergh back to the serve now. It's hard to believe these kids are 17 years old. Fantastic beard on the young man serving now. Plus the height and skills on these guys, definitely beyond their age and even the skills beyond their experience. It's just fantastic to see so much potential, exciting future for the sport of beach volleyball in Australia. As we see the hustle, Esteban controls it, keeps it small. Willis matches it, and that's a great swing, using the wind, snapping it high, deep into the corner, and points on the board. Needed for Esteban Cure and Toby Willis. The big man Willis back to the serve, needing another couple of points here to keep the boys in touch and look to finish this match in 2. Great set there, Ben Hood. Hard cross-court, Toby Bergh. That's what they're known for, their aggression, their height and their power out of the sand. So they get a good point there on the board. 18-13. Hood to the serve now. Point on the board, Cure, Willis, Esteban to serve, jump serve, sharp cross court, fantastic serve, ace serve, Esteban Cure. More aggression from the northern end of center court, serving into the breeze, and you can see the ball just dip over the net. A little bit of tactics here from Ben Hood, adjusting the equipment and just delaying the potential rhythm of Esteban Cure. Down the line this time on Toby. Breeze picks up even more mid-rally. Easy scoop from Esteban. Good set, no block. Snap deep. Hood handles it. And a rainbow shot there from Ben Hood, somehow making the play work. You can see that big cloud in the background of center court. Starting to creep over. We think a lot of the weather is coming down from Queensland. We're hoping that everyone up in Queensland, you're safe and sound. We hope it's very minimal damage to all those homes and families up there in the Brisbane community. The breeze picks up, hard to keep out of the net, so set point here for the Queenslanders. Should be an end switch out here on centre court. As yes, indicated by our first referee. It'll be 20.7-15, looking to force it to a third and deciding set here on centre court. Toby Bergh with the serve. Interesting to see which tactics he goes for. Whether he jump serves and be aggressive, or if it looks like a standing float into the tape. With that much of a buffer, why not have a crack? speaking about their aggression all match long, we haven't seen much of their game style in this match. They've just been chipping away, sticking with it, but just playing just out of sorts as we see a misjudged ball there as the breeze picks up, sends it wide. So Kieran Willis staying in touch, 16 on the board, continuing to just chip away. 10 on the board. Apologies, 17 points to 20. Cure. Down line on Hood. Not really controlled well, tight. Willis is there. Good controlled touch there. Esteban puts it a little bit higher, bumps it even higher. Esteban controls it. Willis again with him. Great teamwork. Peppering must-win point for the South Australian pair. Small, low-tempo balls. You go high to the sky. And the breeze grabs it and sends it wide. He can't believe the gust of wind that picks up that ball and sends it beyond the sideline. We're going to a third and deciding set here, ladies and gentlemen. One set all. First set to Cure and Willis taking one 21-13. Second set to Hood and Bergh taking that one 21-17. Third and final set coming your way, racing to 15 points. Stick with us. Second last match of the day here. Third and final deciding set to come. Shout out to the team at Beach Fox. Looking after our fantastic athletes, the future generation, our current generation of athletes. I'm even rocking the merch here in the commentary booth. Got the Beach Fox hat on. Shout out to the guys there. We'd love to show you, but we've got a rookie behind the tech screen. There it is. Beach Fox. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. We'll get back to the action here. There's enough of my mug here at the moment. We'll switch back to the action on center court. Third and final set coming your way. Cure Willis in the blue. Bergh Hood in the green. Toby Bergh to serve. On Cure. No block. Snap deep in the middle. Really well handled there from Esteban Cure. So first points. Third and final set. Racing to 15. That's the magic number. Switching ends of multiples of 5. My tactics in this match, in these conditions, I'd be pushing hard and aggressive from north to south. Like that serve there, but just goes wide. Serving from south to north, as we see Ben Hood go back there now, you'd want to make it serve deep. Make the athletes work hard back into the conditions. So that one just lollipopped and easily passed there by Esteban. But that's set. You see the breeze there as well. I feel like the Queenslanders got away with that one. The serve was just a bit too light. You'd even switch sides as well. You'd go from where Ben Hood is standing currently to even the other side of the net. And serve sharp into the angle as Esteban goes down the line. The breeze picks up and playing havoc. You can see the singlets on these boys blowing around. That just goes to show how breezy it is. Willis down the line on Hood. Bergh high. And a handling error called. Point. Cure. Willis 3-2 on the first end switch advantage to the boys in blue. As they go around. A really quick couple of points to kickstart this third and decisive set. Bergh on 2, into the net, no touch on the block, and advantage by 2 now, 4-2. Cure, Willis. So Ben Hood and Toby Bergh, gold medalists in Mooloolaba, and I believe in Cobram as well. As they find a nice shot there. Really being pushed at the moment by Esteban and Toby Willis, who had a fantastic weekend in Cobram. Didn't quite medal, but their progression over this summer has been fantastic. And you can see how hard they've been hustling. 5-3 on the scoreboard, Willis. And an ace serve, Esteban Cure. Look at that breeze. And just on the singlet alone, you can tell how breezy it is. 6-3. Great pass there. Ben Hood swings deep. Esteban's there in the defense. One-handed scoop. High ball. He scoops it again. Can he convert? Point. No. Save Ben Hood. He's there. Come on. The hustle of this man. Esteban Cure. Yes, sir. Wow. He was everywhere. I mentioned it earlier. But I didn't know he had that sort of hustle. That's incredible stuff. Toby Willis, all he could do there was just sit back and watch and hope that he could help wherever he could. Not needed, though. 7-3 on the end switch. Confidence riding high here from Esteban Cure. A great serve there from the baseline. Timeout called by the Queensland pair. They trail by 5 in this third set as they go to the benches for a quick intermission. Big Ben Hood. Welcome to the party, sir. Very nice swing cross court. Tactical timeout, pays off, crunches it with authority into the Manly beach. So 4-serving 9. Hood to the serve. Much needed point to bring it back to within 4. They go to the good end, and they need to be aggressive. Go back to your game plan, boys. They serve on Esteban. Let's see what this man can produce this time. Snaps it down the middle, sends it long. Point Queensland, they go around. And well, they don't go around, so I apologize. My maths is all out of whack. It is 5-9. 1 point before the end change. This time, on the big man Willis. High pass. Esteban controls that ball. And Toby Bergh throws it back. Big point. Back to within 3. They go around this time. 6-9. And they continue to chip away. Ben Hood to the serve. Where does he go this time? Down the line on Esteban Cure. Good pass, well handled. Drops it short. Bergh's there. Hood backs him up. Not the best control, but Willis gets down the big man. That ball just going wide. Hood keeps it alive. No block. Willis with the opportunity. Takes on Hood down the line. The rally continues. And cuts it fine. Ben Hood. Oh, he'd be so relieved to actually get that point. Because he kept the point alive, just taking that ball, probably sailing wide. But either way, timeout called by Toby Willis and Esteban Cure. They still lead by 2, but momentum you can feel ever so slightly shifting as the timeout's called. Shout out to Scape Student Accommodation, leading the way in student accommodation. As that ball just goes wide, and a point on the board for the tactical timeout called of Toby Willis, Esteban Cure. Double figures, 10-7. Down the line on Toby Bergh. Hood on 2, thought it was going over, left it. And the Breeze keeps it on their side. So 11-7, 4-point buffer, one more time. Willis down the line on Bergh. This time, good pass, good set, steps inside, controlled. Esteban's there, he can't control this one. So you can just see the pace taken off there. Still slightly aggressive from the boys in green, but controlled to find a way. Right now it comes down to consistency. Who's going to keep the ball alive and make the right decisions right through to the very final point. Touchdown serve there from Toby Bergh and back to within a 2-point ball game as they go around. As that ball goes into the net. We've got 12-9 on the scoreboard. Cure to the serve. He's been dangerous in the baseline. He'll go again. Jump serve. Snaps it fine, too fine. Double figures for both teams. Hood back to the serve. He got a couple last time. And they're just confirming the score bench over there as probably the conditions, to be honest, just blowing that score flipper around. We've got 10 serving, 12. Hood serving. Deep on Cure. Great pass. Willis is there. Faster tempo. And a handling error called there. Tough call. High standards in the business end of this third deciding set. So 11-12, 1-point ball game. Esteban Cure does really well. He's just controlling that ball. So the ball was hit in the motion of hitting. Yes, wasn't the cleanest of contacts. So it's a point on the board. Nonetheless, the referee sticking to his guns. 13-11. Willis to the serve. Goes on Hood. Bergh inside. Hood adjusts. Easy pickup for Cure. He waits. No block. Cuts it fine into the net. 12-7-13. They go around. Queenslanders go to the good end of center court. I've said it once, I've said it twice. They need to go back to their aggressive style of play. Bergh serves down the middle. Cure handles it. Willis behind play tempo. And the drop shot by Esteban Cure. Confidence is high for this young man. He's played so well all match long. Will it be him? It will be. To go back to serve to get it done. Match point. High on Hood, long. So 13 serving 14. Set match point. Number 2 for Willis and Cure to get it done now. Side out beach volleyball. Good serve on Willis. Kept low. Opportunity for the Queenslanders. Bergh takes it. Hood sends it wide. And that'll get it done. Toby Willis, Esteban Cure taking the win. 15-13 in the third. After taking the first set, 21-13, losing the second, 17-21, and a 15-13 win in the third and decisive set against the powerhouses from Queensland, Toby Bergh and Ben Hood. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once more for sticking around. You can see the athletes for our next match here on centre court making their way in. My name's Ben Abbott. Thank you for joining us here once more on the Oz Volley YouTube channel. Make sure you are sharing the link in the stream across Australia and the world, wherever you are viewing from.